What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys another episode of my DFS podcast. And today we're gonna jump right in with a little MLB advice. Obviously, there's a ton of games tonight. A couple games with some weather issues I'll mention to you to give you a little heads up. And I will pick a few guys I like on offense and throw a couple pitchers I like at you tonight. There's some good studs to pick from for pitching, and there's one really good value pitcher tonight that you should definitely get your eyes on. So hopefully in this short video, you guys will get a lot of information from me and really have a nice step forward when making your lineups either now or in a couple hours from now. For pitchers tonight, there's a couple ways to go. You could use any of these guys in cash games. I love Severino at Philly. He's been a dominant pitcher for the Yankees this year, one of the best in the league. A top strikeout pitcher who can mow down and get double-digit strikeouts at any given night. He's got an awesome matchup tonight, and he's a huge favorite. Severino's definitely a guy, if you have the money to spend up for, definitely do so. I also like Charlie Morton. I don't like him as much as Severino. I'd rather pay the $600 more for Severino. But if you want to save the $600 in salary, Charlie Morton definitely is a pretty good play against the Toronto Blue Jays tonight. He's also a very heavy favorite. He just hasn't been all so dominant as of late. When you think of a 10K pitcher, you expect a guy that you put in and you really don't have to worry about it because now you're going to be fishing around for cheap salary offensive players and it gets kind of sketchy. So he's a great pitcher, don't get me wrong, but he has been a little off as of late. If you look at his game log, strikeouts have been a little up and down along with his earned runs down here. Not great, but a great matchup tonight at home against the Blue Jays. You could definitely go with him. Not a bad play at all. One last pitcher I'm going to throw at you guys. You could look at him as a GBP, but I think he's a good enough play to play in cash as well. You can stack bats if you put him in. Freddy Peralta, the young and great potential pitcher for the Brewers. He has been pretty great since he's come up, and he's got a great matchup against the Royals tonight. The Royals are very, very poor on offense, and in the 3 starts, Peralta's had 2 of them, 2 good ones. His first start in Coors Field, 13 strikeouts, just shows what kind of upside he has. Last start in Pittsburgh, he had only given up 2 hits and got 7 strikeouts. So he has shown a huge upside in the very small dosage of games we've seen him. I love him in GBP. Not sure if I'm going to spend up or spend down, that is, on him in cash games. But you should definitely take a look at Freddy Peralta tonight in the DFS world. For bats, there's a couple of teams that are in fantastic spots tonight. One of them being the Red Sox against John Lamb, the lefty. John Lamb is going to find himself in some constant danger tonight in Fenway. He's facing one of the best offensive teams. It's gonna be pretty bad for Lamb. He's not a good pitcher. I don't even know, has he even pitched yet this year? He has had 2 starts and nothing great, not terrible starts, but he is really going to get tested tonight. I'm going to say you really need Mookie Betts in your cash lineups tonight at 4,900. Betts is a guy that is just an absolute stud. He should get 5 at-bats tonight. I expect the Red Sox to really rotate through that lineup, and he should just absolutely dominate Lamb tonight. We all know Mookie Betts. He can do anything. He can hit for power. He can hit for average. He can steal bases. Great guy to pick tonight. Another guy I'm going to mention is Xander Bogaerts, 3,800. A little pricey for him, but it makes sense. Same position tonight, hitting against John Lamb, and he's batting cleanup. This is a new spot for him. I think Mitch Moreland's getting the... Oh, he's not. He's batting 5th. due to the lefty-lefty matchup. So because of that lefty-righty matchup, Xander finds himself batting cleanup instead of fifth tonight, and I think he's in an awesome spot. Pairing him and Mookie, if you do Freddy Peralta as your pitcher, you could even get JD in there as well and really stack those Red Sox bats tonight. Probably the best team to stack tonight. A team close in second, though, are the Oakland Athletics. I love their matchup tonight against the lefty Blaine Hardy. Hardy finds himself in another tough position tonight. Not a good pitcher at all, and we got some great righty bats to pick from here. Look at Chris Davis, 4,000. You're paying up for his power. He's a little iffy for cash games due to his 228 average, but for GBPs, his power is explosive, and he could hit a double dong for you on any given night. I really like Chris Davis. Another guy in this lineup you should be looking at is Chad Pinder, an automatic cash game play for me. I hope for you as well. 2,300 is just far too cheap. Batting second on an Oakland Athletics team that is projected to score a ton of runs. I think the Red Sox are projected the most, but the Athletics are right there with them. I love Chad Pinder tonight. You could even stack the Athletics as well, just like the Red Sox. Throw Marcus Semien in there as well. One last guy I'm going to mention to you. This is the third. This is actually a full game that I love on both sides. San Diego at Texas. This has a huge total. I really like Nomar Mazara. On here, it hasn't loaded yet, but I just looked at the Rangers starting lineup. He is playing. And he's in a great spot tonight, batting in the top of that Rangers lineup. Lefty-righty matchup. Mazara is a really good player. He displays a great sense of power, and he hits for average. Mazara should find himself in a great spot as well tonight. So, like I said, if you do Freddy Peralta tonight, you can easily stack all these expensive players. If you do Severino, you might have to decide on who you're going to fade and who you're going to spend up on. But I hope you guys look at these players and really cash in tonight. That's the point of this video. Until next time, guys, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off.